All right, ladies and gentlemen, got a really neat project here I'm about to finish up, man. It's been a couple years. Just been messing around with it from time to time, tinkering, you know, and messing around and having fun, man. You know, it's one of those daggone, it's one of those arts and craft projects. Bam! All right, so we got a Palomar Elite 500. Used to be I took the guts out of this thing and modified it, right? So, the Palomar Elite 500 is a unique piece where you got the amplifier built in and you've also got a power supply to run your radio, okay? So I redid a new faceplate here out of a piece of aluminum and cut a hole, I took all the others, the high, medium, low switches are gone, the preamp's gone, all that crap. And just got a voltage meter here, right? Ran those in. Got a, if you remember, for those of you that are familiar with the Palomar Elite 500, you had a like a transformer here, a couple other components, and a circuit board, I believe. And then on this side, you had the DC rectifier board and the regulators over here, and on this heatsink. And then you had a 4-pill section over here, had like 1446s or 455s on this side. But what I've done here is I put a power supply module underneath this copper board. Okay, let me see if I can drill down. You can see the power supply module down there, and that's a 75 amp module that I've modified for 15 volts. Okay, thanks to Luke Miller, BBI. He has a video on how to modify these HP modules, and yeah, they work great, man. So I got it at 15 volts, 14.9 right now today, but typically it's like 15 volts. Anyway, so I got the power supply on and off right here, and this is the amplifier on and off. Right now it's in the off mode. But just to give you a little walkthrough here, so I got a 2-pill section over here. This is a 4-pill. 2-pill section over here on this heatsink. Now remember, you used to have a 4-pill on this heatsink. Right now you got a 2-pill, 454, and where the rectifier board was at, I use this heatsink for another 2-pill. All right, you see there's 2-pill there, and you got a 2-pill on this side. All right, so we still got a 4-pill, but what I thought was kind of cool was they got a 2-pill on this heatsink, which is made for a 4-pill, and a 2-pill on that side, which was made for a 4-pill. Right, so the heat dissipation has dramatically improved. This thing doesn't even get warm. Maybe a little warm if I get to talking. I ain't really talked on it that much. I just finally got it working the way I wanted to. You'll notice, the way this thing works. You got to say, well, how the hell can that be? You got to. So it's just you turn it on and go. Okay, it's a 4-pill, right? So this 2-pill section, let's just start from where the radio comes in. That SU239 at the bottom here. Input from the radio goes to the relay. You click the mic on the radio, boom, sends a signal here to the splitter. All right, splits it out, the radio signal. So half the signal goes to this 2-pill, and the other half of the signal goes to this 2-pill. All right, the amplifiers do their job, amplify the signal, and then they come back in. This one coming in over here, this one coming in over here, and they got a combiner. Combiner kicks back to the relay. Out when the relay's engaged, and it goes out the output SO239. But it's the same. It's the same what we're used to. It's just a little different. It's a little spread out. You're typically supposed to keep these leads as short as possible, but they are as short as possible. Now I got this little loop in there. That's because I figured, I want to be able to open this thing up. And right now I can take these screws out. These 4 screws on the front, 4 screws on the back, and I can lay this thing down like this. I can lay this one down like that, work on it. If let's say pill gets blown on this side, or something goes wrong on that side or this side, it just lays out, it opens up. It's great. Then I just slap it back up, put the screws in, boom, and it's really neat. That's just what I wanted to do. You know what I mean? So knowing that this is a 75 amp power supply down here, that means there's 75 amps on this. Okay. Now I don't know if these are rated for like 25. You know what I mean? But hey, man, they're rated for 25 amps, but I really don't think you're going to run 75. Why would you do that? You already got a 4-pill, but yeah, they're pretty thick, man. And I got some daggone, what do I got in there? I got 10 gauge coming up, feeding it to these wires right here. Where my finger at? Ooh, there it is. These wires come up pretty thick. That's 10 gauge. I ain't gonna hold 75 amps, but it'd be crazy just to run it down. You could run a 2-pill off of this, but you got to keep in mind, you only got 75 amps to deal with here, so you don't want to run a 2-pill into the 4-pill. But the 4-pill alone, these are 454s, so 80 watts per transistor. We're thinking right around 400 watts total, but this does about 550 because it's at 15 volts. Okay, and it's only drawing about maybe 45, 50 amps. So you still got about 25 amps left to run your radio. Even maybe a Striker 655, something like that on top. And I haven't done that yet. I don't know if a Striker 655 would be, that might be too much for this. This thing's already doing, like I said, 550. Man, if I put a Striker on this bad boy, it might be doing like, I don't know, 750, 800 maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to try it though. All right, so let's show you the watts, okay? So the pass-through tune on this, if you see right here, this is, of course I learned this from Luke as well, BBI. This is the pass-through tune capacitor. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. This one here is. I'm sorry. This one over here on this side. And I tell you, I put that cap on there, man, that dang gonna pass-through tune drop down to nothing. All right. So Cobra 29, the power supply or the amplifier is off. 5-watt slug in reverse. Check this shit out. Look at this reflect pass-through tune. Oh, da. Oh, what do you look at that thing? Damn it, man. I'm put about 25 watts out, 1,000-watt slugging forward. Oh, what do you? Oh, that's on. Hold on. Let me put it on peak. Put it on peak. It's kind of hard to see that on RMS. Oh, what do you got down? Yep. Each one of those tick marks is 20. So yeah, it's 25 right there. All right, let's turn this amp on. Give y'all a little bit better view here. All right, amp is on. 5-watt slug in reverse. There's the reflect with the amplifier on. Oh, about 1/8 of a watt. All right, 1,000-watt slug forward. Bottom scale, that 60 is 600, so it'll be right in there somewhere, about 550. Yo, devil do. Oh, audio, got down. So 50, 60, 70, about 570. That's what I'm getting out of it. Dang on 4-pill, 454. I tell you, man, I'm really happy with the way this turned out. And this coax right here is money. Because originally I had the winding, the Teflon wire. I just ran that through and came into the splitter. And same thing on the output side. Just use Teflon wire. Man, it was garbage. Oh my God, it was all over that daggone meat. It was terrible. So I put the coax on there, right? So if you see, got a little tab. See a little tab. So this is where, there it is. That tab right there. That's where the wire come out of the coax, and then it goes to the. Wire coming out of the input transformer. Okay, the winding is on a pad, and then it goes to the coax and comes up. So let me get you down in there a little bit better. It's kind of hard to see. It looks like it's bent pretty good down in there. I might need to straighten that out, turn it a little bit. I just noticed that. That's turned pretty good. Let me see what this side looks like. Let's see. It don't look as bad, does it? Oh, there it is. That don't look nowhere near as bad as the other side. And I need to figure that out, man. Why is it doing it like that? Oh, yeah, I got to work on that. Okay. Yeah, it's prototype, guys. I'm learning everything as I go. What's going to work, what's not going to work. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm going to have to redo that one. That's just not cool. But it's working, guys. It's working now. For now, it is. But, I got to make sure this thing going to last a lifetime. So I'm going to tighten that up. No worries. No note to self. Okay, let's see some watts. Or we did that already, didn't we? Yeah, we did that already. Well, what the hell? We'll do it again. Oh, audio good dog. Yeah, man. There it is. All right. And it's got a little lid for it. I got to paint the lid. I painted everything on this thing already. We're gonna drop in there. There we go. You can see the different color. So I'll repaint the lid. It'll all match pretty good. Got this blue face on there. I love that blue, man. Blue's my favorite color, man. Look, I even got a blue screwdriver. Look, I like blue. I got blue snippers. I'm just a blue guy, man. You know what I mean? All right, so let me get y'all to look at the back side here. Got the fan. I'm having some issue with the fan noise. We'll get that worked out. That's why this cable's here, and I got this little alligator clip. I'm trying some different combinations to get the fan noise down. The reason why the fan noise is so high, I believe, is because I'm running this thing at 15 volts, and that's a 12 volt fan. You know, it's not so bad at 12 volts. Well, it never was a problem before, but now it is because it's running at 15. I just think it's too high revolution. So I'm going to go ahead and put a resistor to ground, which is always good anyway to keep the RF ground from the fan ground. It's always good. Then I'll put a cap, similar to one of these little blue ones here, between the ground and the positive, and I think that's going to fix it for me. We'll see how it goes, but yeah. So when I get this thing done, it might be for sale. I don't know, man. I kind of like this piece. Pretty neat. We'll get some labels on here: power supply, amplifier. This is pretty obvious: positive, negative, red and black. That's pretty obvious, the voltage. But maybe I need to put the drive in there. You know, no more than, I don't know, 50 watts of drive. But I'm gonna put my striker on here. We're gonna see what this thing will do. And I'm guessing. Anybody want to guess? I'm gonna guess about 750, 800. That's what I'm gonna guess. But if I blow it up, man. It's the only way to learn, man. It's only $22, $21 a piece. It's no big deal. All right, fellas. I hope you enjoyed it, man. This has been a fun project here. This little arts and craft project. I got this thing in a pawn shop. Wasn't working. It was garbage, man. It was junk in there. I mean, it was just filthy. So I just gutted it, started from the ground up, and did it my way. All right, fellas. Have a good evening. We'll see you. Bye.